Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Boys 1975. YouTubers on the rise. Reviewing games, and sometimes friends. But Long Boys 1975.
Hey YouTube, Marmite Post 1975, and welcome to a Marmite overview video, not a Fat Friday video. The giveaway being it is not Friday, although that's kind of a pointless statement because I do quite a lot of my Fat Fridays on a Saturday. But the point is, and I'm dying here already, that this is not Fat Friday video, so this is going to be a straightforward Marmite food product review. If you wanted to tune in for my political rant, Crisp Corner and Eddie's Bar, well no, this is just a Marmite review because if you look in my playlist, I don't think many people know that I have this. I have a Marmite product review playlist. If you look at my playlist, I should say, and I have that playlist because Marmite over the years have done quite a few different products, including deodorant, and they're all in that playlist. Generally though, new Marmite products don't come along very often, so I thought I've been neglecting that list. I've really been neglecting that list. And then he says, is he still dying? No one else is dying. Robert says hello. Hello. It popped up in my feed on Facebook last week that Tesco's has a whole heap of new Marmite products, and I'm like, hell yes, I'm all over that. Anyone who knows me knows that I absolutely love and adore Marmite. I was raised on it. I have memories that we used to come back from playgroup, kindergarten if you will, and my mum would make us Marmite soldiers. We wouldn't have them with an egg. She just basically cut them into strips and called them Marmite soldiers. It's just like a little snack, you know, when we were watching stuff like Let's Pretend and Rainbow. Who remembers those bad boys? And maybe to a lesser degree, Chocky Block. That's a blast from the past, all of those. But yeah, the point is, over the years, when I worked for my dad as a kid, you know, like when I was 8 and shit like that, I would have, you know, on a Saturday for a half day, but we would still stop for lunch, and this is like, you know, early 80s and shit like that. So didn't have a microwave in his garage then, his MOT station if you will, so he would have a grill and I'd have toasted Marmite and cheese sandwiches. The point is, over the years I've absolutely loved and adored it, and still do, and think it's an absolutely amazing ingredient, especially in things like stew. I put it in chicken stews and bolognese. I am dying here. Anyway, so there have been a few products. The thing is, they've got this weird exclusivity deal, haven't they, Marmite? Which is, some of them are exclusive to Tesco's over the years. This is a new batch that is exclusive to them. Some of them have been exclusive to Marks and Spencer's, such as they had the Marmite and butter combined, and the Marmite soft cheese spread, and the Marmite cheese slices. But the blocks of the Marmite cheese you could buy from Waitrose. So I don't know what it is. Not all supermarkets are allowed to sell their crisps for some reason, because they're no longer made by Walkers when they could all sell their crisps. Not all of them can sell their peanuts and cashews. It's a weird thing going on. I can't help but think if they just like said, fuck it, every supermarket could carry every Marmite brand or item, branded item I should say, that we have, that they would make a lot more money. But who knows what goes on in the minds of these people. Anyway, Tesco's new range is, they have Marmite Mash, which I'll try, but I don't know, I think that would be the weakest one. Marmite roast potatoes, which I'm very much looking forward to, but I have made Marmite roast potatoes myself. It's quite an easy thing to do. And then there was Marmite, I had this. Bollocks, that's another product. Marmite cheese and Marmite potato gratin. I'm going to be going through all of these. Obviously I won't be loading them all up in a week, but I will be making the videos in a week because obviously the best before date. And this one I think is exclusive to Asda, and it's Kinkster's steak and Marmite with cheese pockets. So yeah, a lot is going on in the world of Marmite, and I am dying here in my own salivation. The Tesco's one, that Gangster slice was £1.30, which is quite expensive because it's quite small, but it's Gangsters. And while I would say that their ingredients are not necessarily premium, looking at your steak, Gangsters, the brand is somewhat of a premium name. But all the Tesco's ones were £3.50. What is the weight of this bad boy? This is 300 grams. So is that a lot of money for what they are? Yes, but Marmite products are generally really rather expensive. But anyway, hang on. Thumbnail. So these are the final one, which I didn't get when I got that, to the gratin, because they didn't have this. And this is the one that everyone wants. This is the one that I want to try the most, which is, it's your favourite Marmite yeast extract, scrumptious wedges. Look, everything is green apart from the end one. It's the salt that gets you. And what are the ingredients? Basically, it's potato, 80 something percent. There's a smudge, and 5% Marmite yeast extract. Now this is the interesting thing that I was thinking. So you could argue that 5% is not much, or is it much? Because the thing is, there are two camps of people. There are three camps actually, we'll get to that. But there are two camps of people who like Marmite. There are me, who like slather it on like a motherfucker. The stronger, the better. There are people who just like a little bit of it to season or lightly spread on their toast. So where do they draw the line in that? Do they go to one extreme, the other extreme, or do they softly tread in the middle? I mean, who knows? So I'm not going to judge its Marmite content either, until I've actually tried it. The third camp of people, when it comes to Marmite products, are the people that I like to call, they hate it, and they cannot stand that other people, such as myself, love it. So the minute they find out that you like Marmite, right, they have to go out of their way to tell you that they don't like it. You know, they can't just hear that you talking to a mate or something and say, oh yeah, I fucking love Marmite. They can't just go, oh, that guy likes Marmite, good for him. No, they have to let you know. They have to let you know. They will not let it lie that they don't like that shit. So that always fucking irritates me. I've said that before when I've done programs, like I'm TV. I've done videos in my Marmite playlist. So if you don't like Marmite, right, good for you. We all need life goals. Don't tell me. Don't fucking care. Anyway, didn't have a look at the cooking instructions, did I? What are the cooking instructions? I think it's like something like half an hour, 180 degrees Celsius in a fan assisted oven, for we care not for the Fahrenheit, and then in 25 to 30 minutes, but in an air fryer 15 minutes. 180 degrees Celsius, for we care not for the Fahrenheit. Preheat your oven. I'm doing it at 200 degrees Celsius because that's the law, because it's an air fryer and you do everything at fucking 200 degrees Celsius. But 15 minutes, place in a single layer, and yeah, flip halfway through, and then leave to stand for 3 minutes. I've had a bacon sandwich about an hour ago. It's 4 o'clock. This is a light snack. This is not my tea. This is not going to be enough. It's only 300 grams. Is this going to come off? Oh, it did. Holy mother puss bucket, that smells. Yes, they have not stimped on the Marmite. Well, at least, I just broke the bin. At least it smells like that. I'll try not to ruin my hat. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. It's a bit shit in it light-wise. It was sunny earlier on. It's only 16 degrees today, so I'm quite happy about that. But it's not going to rain. It's not going to rain all week, which I'm not very happy about. Why am I telling you the weather? This isn't a Fat Friday video. But the point is, the sun went in. And the sun illuminates this room, and then we have to rely on the fucking green energy bulb. So, yeah. Right. They smell amazing. Now, don't get me wrong, Twiglets is yeast extract, but it's not branded Marmite. But when you put Marmite or shit, and when I make my own potatoes and stuff like that, they just smell of Marmite. And again, this is going to sound weird, it's the same thing. This smells of Twiglets. Yeah, this smells of Twiglets. Anyway, 1 layer air fryer. Now, in my previous Fat Friday video, I said I make a point of never preheating my air fryer because what's the point? However, this time, just because it's a Marmite product and therefore it deserves the love and respect of us all, I have preheated. The more I put them in there, the smaller the wedges are getting. Yeah, they're caked. They're caked. 5% may sound like a little amount, but they are absolutely caked. This is going to be fantastic. Well, I hope it's going to be fantastic. Don't prove me wrong, Wedges. Do not prove me wrong. Oh, it's getting a bit difficult to squeeze them in the gaps. I think I've just about got away with it though. There we go. There we go. Let's wash the glorious, glorious stuff off my hands. Because no one wants a sticky air fryer. Have a look at that. Have a look at that. Well, you can't see it because of the lights. But anyway, right. 7 minutes 30 side. And then jobs are good 'un. Right, so bosh, bosh. Bosh, stopwatch, bosh. Right, so you can go in sharp. Right, we need a plate. And we need some napkins. As I always say, make your own napkins. It's history therapy. And also, there should be a Fat Friday this week because as I mentioned in last week's set, I've been a bit pants on my Fat Fridays and it turned out quite a lot of you missed them, so I'll be getting back on that. Anyway, I'm going to go next door and watch the Needham line. Who remembers that? Technically it's from before I was born, but I found this brilliant channel, Channel 56, way up through Freeview, that just plays old school TV. That's all it does, stuff like the Rag Trade, Rise and Dap, the Needham line, stuff like that. Oh, good night, sweetheart. And every single one of them has a trigger warning at the start for pussies because it says, warning, the ideas and language of this show from the time. And some people might find it offensive, otherwise known as fucking thin-skinned liberal pussies. Anyway, see you in a bit. Righty, coming up to 7.5 minutes. Now, what does it smell like in here? Like I said, and this is going to sound weird to people because they all know like how much I love Marmite and stuff like that, and so you would think that I know the smells better than I do. But it smells like a bag of Twiglets in here. Is that because it's, you know, potato wedges? So it's more akin to, you know, oh, he's gone over. It's more akin to Twiglets, or a crisp I should say, than any other sort of product. Who knows? Anyway. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Anyway, let's flip them. So I'm going to bring you over. Ooh. Easy there. Look at those bad boys. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Ha 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 ha. Let's bust those hands. Work your charms. To be fair, the other side of them, as I flip them, feels just as crispy as the side that was, you know, top side up, if that makes sense. Also, before anyone says it, they say, they look really, really burnt. No, they look like what they are. Potato covered gloriously in Marmite. So let's bang this back in. Right, so another 7.5 minutes. What am I on? What time is it as well? Windy Pop's time. That's what time it is. It's 4:15. So 7:44. So 15 was something? I don't know. Maths was never my strong point. See you in a bit. So coming up to 15 minutes, close enough. It's even darker in here now. Dark as my soul. Right, all I'm going to say is, smells like Twiglets. Absolutely smells like Twiglets. So let's get these out and see what they taste like. So yeah, again, apologies, it's so dark in here, but look how they've come up. I might actually have to let them cool down. Not for 3 minutes, because I'm not a raving pussy. But yeah, all of them, come up super crispy. I mean, look at that. I mean, look at it, Marge, look at it. What dip would you have with these? Would you have a dip with them? See, part of me wants to say, I bet they'd be banging in ranch, but the other part is, you just want to enjoy the Marmite goodness. I'll tell you what though, £3.50. Now that I've cooked them, ping! Now that I've cooked them, try and resist my OCD with this. Yeah, that's quite a lot of money for not a lot of wedges. But as I said, it's because it's fucking Marmite, so they fleece you. But I can't stay mad at you, Marmite. So yeah, let's try these bad boys. Now this may not be a Fat Friday video, but I'm still going to need a fire extinguisher of choice. Yeah, why not? Been a while. Vive lemon zero sugar. So basically, it's knockoff lemon Fanta. Only it's diet, because lemon Fanta you can't get diets with. But yeah, come on, look at that. Look at those bad boys. Let's go for a medium one. One that's absolutely caked, shall we? Absolutely dying here. Anyway, 2 tears in a bucket, fuck it. Oh my word. They're super crispy. They're super fluffy. I want to see if I can find a really strong one. They're super Marmite-y, like, but see, I've made Marmite roast potatoes, and they taste like Marmite roast potatoes. I put it on everything. I put it on pizza, you know. I put it on tin potatoes. You know, slathered it in them, banged them in the air fryer, and made mini, you know, like what are they called? Poppers? I don't know, it's an iced on potato thing. But these taste like, basically, this is a good thing. These taste like Twiglets, exactly like Twiglets, and then you just get pop a chip. Oh my word. It's absolutely fantastic. They're like, well, I know they're wedges. They're like Twiglet chips. Oh. They are to die for. So I guarantee I'll be the only person who likes them and buys them, and they'll get cancelled. Because everything I love like that, especially Marmite products, gets taken away. They're expensive, I'm not going to lie. I'm very much looking forward now to what the roast potatoes taste like, especially to see if they taste like my Marmite roast potatoes, but to see if they got the same sort of basically Twiglets vibe going on. Oh my word. Yeah, they're expensive, but what are you going to do? If you like Marmite, suck it up and buy them. If you like Twiglets, suck it up and buy them. They're fucking fantastic. I'm very much looking forward to now trying the potato and cheese gratin. So there's going to be a couple of extra food videos in the next couple of weeks. But they are not Fat Friday videos, but there will still be Fat Friday videos. So I can hear all the people complaining already, which is, you're a video game channel, I didn't sign up for this. I couldn't care, it's my channel. Tough shit. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you've tried these. And as I said earlier on, if you don't like Marmite, don't care. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.